Now back to Girl Talk with Julie and Nicole on KTRS.
We're back on Girl Talk on the Big 550 KTRS, talking to Jennifer Williams from St. Louis Closet Company and hearing about her journey opening her business at the young age of 25 and starting literally from the ground up. And now it's a huge, successful business that a lot of people in St. Louis count on for organization. And I have to say that my first house was a little house in Brentwood. And we bought that when we were first married. So this is 20-something years ago. And I got bids from several places, because it was a stretch to even do our closets, early on in our marriage. And St. Louis Closet Company came in and knocked it out of the park with the design, the price, everything. And it was fantastic. And I was so excited. I had a closet that was sort of a walk-in closet. My dad, I was like, Dad, look at this. I remember showing, because I was so proud, that I did this. I paid for it. I got this done in my first house. And I was like, look, it's a walk-in closet. Now, you think it would be some huge, it was really not probably. And my dad was like, well, you can walk in, but you can't walk out. I was like, yeah. I will never forget that. I was like, he's like, but it's great, And I was like, it is great. So then we went from there, and then we had babies, and you guys did the closets there. And I didn't know you, but I used to see you on Channel 3 on my cable channel all the time.
Charter cable.
On the Charter cable channel. And then we moved to our next house, and we had a weird laundry room. It was more like a hallway. So what did I do? I called St. Louis Closet Company. Shayla, the designer, came out. She's like, we can do this. We've got shelves for shoes. And, with 3 kids, and you've got backpacks and coats, and then you've got winter coats and raincoats and windbreakers and, tennis shoes and boots and cleats.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. And then we moved into the garage area, and you guys did cubbies there for us at our house in Chesterfield so that we could store all the sports stuff. Then we moved to Creve Coeur into a house where we had to accommodate my mom as well. And all the closets are pretty well done, but they're all done, as it turns out, by St. Louis Closet Company. I come to the Big 550, and we kind of get to know each other, which has been a lot of fun. And I admire you as a mom, as a working businesswoman, and I love, just the idea of your business and what you've done to help organize my life. So I wanted to get in a little bit about the whole organization thing. You're good; it comes natural to you. I need the help, like. When your designers come out and I'm like, I don't know. What do I do here? This is a mess. And they'll actually give you specific advice on your project.
Right, exactly. Well, first of all, thank you for your business through the years.
Yeah. It's so funny.
You're a really, really nice spokesperson here.
Well, no, it's
and
true.
She did.
It's
she did
crazy.
when she asked me to come in the show. I looked up. You had bought from us 6 times.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
6 times. So thank you for the business.
Absolutely.
She's like, thank you for my car.
We appreciate that. But yes, my designers are fabulous. They really are trained well in sort of general overall space organization, where they can come in and they can do exactly what you want. If you know exactly what you want, they're happy to do that. But they're also happy to give you recommendations.
I like the recommendations.
And a lot of times how they get started is they measure the space, but then they also take a quick inventory of what you have in the closet and then ask you, are you still planning on storing all of this? So they count the shoes and measure how many dresses and how many purses. So, and through the years, my designers, I think, have been with me for an average of 18 years.
Well, that I was going to say.
They've been there. They've been with me for a long, long time.
Which says a lot about St. Louis Closet Company. Shayla I just called and she came. That's just who I ended up with, is a doll. And she showed up and my kids were, I think, with little baby gates in the family room. And she was, helping me figure all this out, probably picking up a baby all at the same time.
Right, and your babies are 18 now.
And then she came back years later to do something, and she's like, no way. I can't believe how old they are.
And I know you recently met with Angela. She's been with me since day one.
She stood in my closet with me yesterday, as a matter of fact, and was like, okay, you need to do this, you need to do that. And we're building a dresser for my bedroom right now, which I never thought was even possible. So this is an incredible plan that she came up with, and I can't wait to see the renderings of it, of what it's going to look like. But I love the advice because I think that people need that because you don't even know what's possible until you talk to somebody.
Exactly. And a lot of times it comes down to people really have to look at how much stuff they have. And, every one of us could go into our closet right now. Just right now, every one of us go into your closet and you could pull out 10, 20, 30 things that you haven't worn in the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I know I have stuff.
Totally could.
Easily,
I have stuff.
could, yeah.
Right. So, what is the chance of you actually wearing that?
Right.
Again,
Probably
right?
nothing.
So,
yeah.
So, really, when you have St. Louis Closet Company come out and you decide to purchase a closet, what it does is it forces you to take everything out of your closet, right? You take everything out because we come in and we install the closet system and the shelves and the rods and the drawers. And then all of a sudden, you're faced with putting away your stuff in your nice new closet. I find that is the number one time people get so excited about the organization because they're putting away stuff and they're like, wait a minute, I don't want to mess up my nice new closet
It's
with this
so
old,
satisfying. It is.
This dress that I know I'm never going to wear again. Or,
Right.
I have pants that I swear I'm going to wear again, but I know I'll never.
We're so all guilty. Yeah.
I know I have that. And I do pretty good at getting rid of stuff. So sort of having someone come in from the outside who's not emotionally attached to the articles and saying, you have 400 pairs of shoes. Maybe you should pare down to 200. Or not you, Julie, but we have customers that are like that.
I'm up there. We're working on some
How many
stuff
pairs
with
of
that
feet
too.
do you have?
Yeah.
So, and every year when it starts to get cold, I always like to talk about, clean out your coat closet and donate those coats
Yeah, that's a good
and
idea.
hats and gloves and because everybody is guilty of having a coat closet with coats from
jammed in there
from your kids that no longer fit your kids. You were in high school, your coat's still in there. And men are really, really guilty of keeping T-shirts.
Yeah.
T-shirts.
I have so many old
They
T-shirts.
have T-shirts, I swear to God, from high school, no matter how
Unbelievable.
old they are. And they keep every one of them.
Make a quilt if you have to, right?
Well,
To
there's
get
not
rid of
enough
it.
quilts in the world that can be made for the T-shirts people
I
have.
think you're right. And one of the biggest myths, and we're going to wrap up here in just a second, but I think that I want to touch on this, that if your closet's small, then it's too small to be customized. And that's not true.
That's not true at all. Actually, the clients that have the smaller closets tend to need the organization more because not only do we organize your stuff, but we actually can create, 50 to 80% more space than you have, which is one rod and one shelf. Just by simply double hanging a closet, you can pick up, twice as much hanging space.
Right.
So the small closets tend to be where our company really, really shines and our customers get the most excitement about. A big, huge walk-in closet is lovely when it's organized, but maybe you don't really need more space. You just want it to be organized. Whereas, especially a lot of older homes in St. Louis.
Right, like in Kirkwood, Webster.
The small, tiny closets, people
Richmond
are in
Heights.
real need of organization, which is why we also do, standalone wall units. If people don't, a lot of homes don't even have closets. We can just do a unit on your wall that's, like a wardrobe.
And you'd be surprised at the price, I think. There are a lot of different ways you can go. I mean, you can spend a little or you can spend a lot. It's kind of up to you and where your budget falls with these different projects. And I have to say that the house I'm in now, I didn't build this house. We didn't build it, but it had all the St. Louis Closet Company closets. And I was talking to your employee, Angela, yesterday, and I was like, you came out to look at my house and to see what was going on, and everything's held up for over 17 years. It looks brand spanking new. So you should feel good about that. I mean, just that, with two families that have lived in this house over the years, we're this family too. Not at the same time. We don't live with another family. But, that it's nice how sturdy and how well done.
Well, and our systems come with a lifetime guarantee. So if, of course, there's going to be issues and problems over the years. We guarantee that for free we come out, and if there's a broken shelf or something going on, we replace that free of charge. And we keep 100% of every single design from the beginning of time.
They do.
On file so that you can just give us the address. And if closets have been installed there within 28 years we've been in business, we have the design. So we can cut an extra shelf for you. The other thing at St. Louis Closet Company, since our systems go all the way to the floor, they're 100% adjustable. So if you buy a home like you did that had St. Louis Closet Company closets, you may want to use them differently. So everything can be adjusted from the floor up.
Which is great.
You can move the rods or the shelves. You can come back and add accessories. So that's really important.
Absolutely.
Before we wrap up, I had one last question. So can you guys do things like, for example, put in a laundry chute? Because we bought a house about a year ago or so.
Well, I don't think they do a laundry chute.
Well, I don't know.
They can organize your laundry room.
Exactly. We do not.
Okay.
We do not do actual construction with an house.
I see. Okay.
We manufacture everything at our manufacturing facility in Maplewood, and then we bring it to your home and we install it within your existing closet.
Okay, because my parents' house has always had this laundry chute, and it was such a great thing because you don't have to carry the laundry down into the basement, and my house doesn't have that. And
okay.
I thought about just drilling a hole in the floor and just stuffing it through
Give
there.
that a try and get back to us.
I don't know. I'll give it a try.
So you have
Oh
a
my
small
gosh.
child that falls through the hole.
I know. Or you put too much stuff down there and you have to take a broom handle and jam it down. I've had that happen.
Whitney holds me by my ankles and tries to get me down the hole
exactly.
so I can push the stuff.
Oh, all right. Well, St. Louis Closet Company, people can Google it, but they can also find you online.
Find us online at stlouisclosetco.com or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. Or the best way is just really call 314-781-9000. We do offer free estimates. Our designers will come out to your house, measure, give you a design and a price. And my designers, as you've worked with two of them, are really, really nice. They're not pushy. They're super nice, and you can at least get an idea. If you don't like the idea of someone coming out to your house, come to our showroom, and you can bring the dimensions of your closet with you, and we can design for you in our showroom.
And to see the actual samples of what they can do. It's amazing, and it's actually fun. It makes you feel good to get organized. Jennifer Williams, St. Louis Closet Company, thank you so much for joining us on Girl Talk today. It was a lot of fun. We could do a whole another hour. I don't know. I got a lot to talk about, but we'll do it again. Thanks for joining us today on Girl Talk on the Big 550. We'll meet you right back here next Saturday at 4 o'clock on the Talk of St. Louis.